Canadian musician Jacob Hoggard and the rest of the world heard from the survivor of a violent assault within a Toronto courtroom. "I would lay in my bed and cry myself to sleep until I was numb. I went to sleep praying that I wouldn't wake up the next morning. 6 years later, I still have these nights." She went on to say, "I was ridiculed online by complete strangers. Women I've never even met were making t-shirts and signs in support of the man that raped me." Jacob Hoggard was found guilty of sexual assault causing bodily harm earlier this year. It was a 2016 incident that happened in a Toronto hotel room. Andrea Gunraj from the Canadian Women's Foundation says it takes time for survivors to come out and share their story.
Sometimes coming forward triggers more violence, triggers abusive comments and abusive dynamics from other people. It might create criticism and judgment, and you might feel that your whole world is falling apart.
The Ottawa woman assaulted by Hoggard, who cannot be identified because of a publication ban, read, "I distanced myself from everything I loved. I lost out on major job opportunities at work. I missed important moments with my loved ones that I will never get back."
The toll is huge on people's lives.
She closed her statement with this, "I would like to offer a piece of advice to Mr. Hoggard. In his own words, don't worry, it will be over soon." The woman is also suing Hoggard for $2.8 million in damages. The singer was also charged with sexual assault in March in a separate case for an incident that allegedly took place in June 2016 in Kirkland Lake. A pretrial for that case is expected to take place mid-October. The Hoggard case is among a number of other artists who are also facing sexual assault accusations, like Marilyn Manson and Win Butler of Arcade Fire. Music expert and Canadian radio broadcaster Alan Cross says there needs to be a shift in culture within the music industry.
I mean, it is an industry built on fantasy. It is an industry built on dreams, an industry built on sex, drugs, and rock and roll. There's been a lot of, encouragement and toleration of bad behavior over many, many decades. And it's going to take a very long time to change some of these attitudes.
He says there have been changes, but there is still a long way to go. Hoggard has been out on bail since he was charged. The hearing is expected to continue later this month, and the Crown has requested 6 to 7 years behind bars.